William Hill sponsors Joshua vs Parker live on Sky Sports Box Office.
That's how boxing should be.
James Elder, iPhone TV, MTK Global. With me, I've got promoter Eddie Hearn. We've just witnessed Anthony Joshua taking the WBO World Title off of Joseph Parker.
Yes,
Firstly,
yes.
What are your thoughts on it?
I thought it was a great performance from AJ. I mean, he did what he said he was going to do. Show finesse, boxed beautifully, and won the fight easily, over 12 rounds. Might not have been as explosive as some of his previous performance, but it was a boxing masterclass.
Was this the result that you expected, anticipated for this contest, if you like?
I'm not sure I picked points, but I think Parker, once he felt the power early on, he didn't really want to engage. And I know people talk about the referee holding, but Parker was happy to hold on the inside, and if he's holding and not working, he should be broken. But I thought it was a brilliant performance from a guy in his 21st fight who has now had, 6 world title defences. It's an incredible achievement what he's done, and I hope he gets the credit that he deserves.
All talk obviously now turned into that of Deontay Wilder.
Ewan,
Anthony,
we need to take that belt back to Parker. Frank's going to do it. No. Go on, sorry.
all talk obviously now of Wilder.
Oh mate, it's so boring.
The Joshua stuff after the thing. It's boring to you, but to us,
No, but
what
more can we do? I mean, you know, like if you knew what happens to make fights, there's absolutely no sign of them. Like all I see on social media is, we want it, we've wanted it for years. It's like, well, how many times have you approached us? None.
Seriously, you've not had any offers?
Never one approach. No offers. They couldn't offer anyone anything. Everything they could offer is the money we'd bring in. So, but as I said in the press conference, we've got a very limited time to try and make that happen.
Is it key for that fight to be made now? Otherwise, we're going to lose the window.
2018,
Yeah, that'd be
the only question is, if there's a deal to be done that's the right deal, we'll do it next, no problem.
Would that consider going to America if the right deal was right?
Yeah, but AJ's quite stated quite clearly he actually wants to do it in the UK.
Fantastic.
But I think the US has got potential. But if the deal is right now, we take the fight. If not, maybe we have one in the summer and do it in December. I don't know. But to be honest with you, tonight was about him winning another belt, and now we sit down in the next couple of weeks and plan out the future.
Joseph Parker, first person to take him the distance.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bittersweet for Parker. He's lost his belt, but he's getting something.
Yeah, listen, Joseph Parker's a good fighter, but he was oversized. He was outclassed. I think he felt the power and changed the game plan a little bit, but you know, it's easy to say, he should have gone for it more. You know, when you've got this geezer in front of you who's an absolute beast. Yeah, exactly. Go on. You have a go. So I don't think, I know people say, he never really went for it. He did early on, and he was getting hit with those big left hooks on the way in, and I think, it's easier.
Maintain the game.
The controversy with Wilder and his comments recently has caused uproar here. A lot of the boxers in particular have been very offended by his comments. Can I get your take on it?
Because we British boxing as a family lost a life recently with Scott Westcott, and if you're not offended by those comments, especially being involved in boxing, then you're not human. But listen, I don't necessarily blame Wilder. He's a desperate man, and he's saying things out of desperation, and he's lost the plot because he has no idea what's happening to his career. He doesn't have no idea who's talking on his behalf. He has no idea what's happening next. He has no plan in his career whatsoever, and he just travels around everywhere, apart from the important places like here.
Do you think it was a major loss for him personally not to turn up to this event with the world's media here?
Ask anyone in the media. I only saw one media comment that thought perhaps he shouldn't have come, which is like from an absolute numpty. So, I mean, like, you saw Joshua's reaction. Do you think Joshua would have called him in the ring after the fight?
I think he would have, yeah.
It's not even up because of course he would have. But it's not a script. It's not you get in the ring. You're told when to get in the ring. But listen, at the moment, I feel sorry for Wilder because he's desperate and he doesn't know what he's doing.
Opponents listing for Anthony Joshua next, potentially. Alexander Povetkin.
Alexander Povetkin, Jarrell Miller, Deontay Wilder, Dillian Whyte. He'd fight Tyson Fury next, but he don't want it.
Cheers, guys.
Definitely, Tyson Fury's ruled out of it completely.
But Fury does want the fight, of course he does, but not yet. He don't want it yet.
Now, if the situation with David Price is that he doesn't fight again, what would be your thoughts on David Price?
I thought Price was excellent tonight. I thought he made one mistake when he got knocked down, which was that he got greedy. He had Povetkin all over the place. If that comes 30 seconds earlier in the round, it could be over. But every time he traded, it looked like a danger. And eventually he got knocked out, and it was a bad knockout. And it's a tough one because when he's been knocked out the way that he's been knocked out in his career, you feel like that should be it. But it was a good performance.
Do his frailties make him more exciting to watch if he's got the right opponents, the right fights? Because he's got the power to take anyone out. We know that.
Let's not say that his frailties make him exciting to watch. Let's just say that the fact that he can knock you out with one shot and
possibly be knocked out with one shot.
Yes, I guess you're right. But I don't want to see someone get knocked. I mean, he's had some bad knockouts, and tonight was a bad knockout. But I have a lot of respect for David Price, as does a lot of people in British boxing. But to suffer the knockouts that he has suffered, you know, mainly the Tepper knockout, the Thompson, the Hammer, the Povetkin. It's, you know, there comes a stage where, you know, he's got a family, he's a lovely man. You know, I hope that he's made some money out of the sport, and but at the same time, it was a good performance against a world-class heavyweight. So there'll be, you know, I'm sure he'll look back and say, blimey, there was some, you know, he boxed well tonight. He caught shots when Povetkin was attacking him. It was only when he was trading and he was getting greedy that he was getting caught.
How do you sell the public the Povetkin fight and not the Wilder fight? If that Wilder fight doesn't happen,
we can only control
there's no communication with Povetkin for the build-up, for the hype,
we can only control the reality. And the reality is, if the Wilder fight doesn't happen, if they don't want it on the terms that we believe is fair, and it's not a case of we're going to be disrespectful, we're just going to tell the truth, then we have to fight someone else. And if we have to fight a mandatory or have to fight in America, that's fine. But Povetkin Joshua is a really good fight.
No, agree.
I mean, by the way, it's a really tough fight.
I just like the build-ups of
course,
potentially the banter.
Or even today, I mean, the pay-per-view buys were absolutely huge tonight. So, you know, you can see that even with Parker's team, although, you know, it was mainly Higgins and Kevin Barry, but the build-up works.
All right. Well, you had some good results with some of the lads today. Not so good for Price and a few other boys, but thank you very much for your time.
Cheers,
I'll
mate.
let you crack on. Cheers, mate.
That's how boxing should be.
William Hill sponsors Joshua vs Barker live on Sky Sports Box Office.